Okay, sorry. Hello. Hi. I'm not in bed, by the way. Sweatpants. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of sleep hygiene, even if I am in bed. On bed. Uh, what the fuck, Lorenzo? Why are you on bed? Um, I just ate a lot of food. I need to lie down. Now, to prevent napping, and because I did want to record a video journal, I'm recording this on the bed. That's why the change of background and stuff like that might not be as pretty. I could adjust the galaxy projector to be directly behind me, but I'm feeling lazy right now. Which kind of nicely segues us into the topic of today's video journal. Oh my god, I'm so full. Okay. I have a problem. That's the second time I've opened a video journal that way. Maybe. I don't know if the first one I opened that way. Or I don't know if I opened the first one that way. Dude, I have a problem with like passive or active voice. I don't know. My sentence constructor? The construction of my sentences is really out of whack in these video journals. But I have scripted, I think four, fully scripted or at least second draft, four videos that I want to post on my main channel, and I haven't even begun recording them. Because I have a problem with perfectionism. Now, you hear a lot of productivity gurus or, people in the productivity space or reflection or all of, whatever. You know the space I'm talking about. Talk about perfectionism. But let's define it, first and foremost. Perfectionism to me is the delay of output, so whether that be like, or the delay of actions based on an erroneous idea of perfection. Now, I don't know if that's self-referential. I don't know if that's too, like, I don't know if I'm using the word to define the word there. But it's basically the idea of a prevention of output or actions due to perfection paralysis. And perfection paralysis is the idea that, like, this isn't good enough yet. I need to keep improving it until I'm able to show the world or even show myself this. Now, that's a really convoluted and really poor description of perfectionism, but that's ironic because today's video is about how I need to overcome perfectionism. So, you know what? We're sticking with that imperfect definition of perfectionism. And actually, this environment is actually perfect for this video because it's a very imperfect environment. So, you know what? I think there's some poetry in this video that I really appreciate. But basically, I used to be very perfectionist, and I think I've pretty much fixed that up until now. When I go to the gym, even if I'm not having a perfect day or a perfect workout, I can still settle for a decent workout because that is no better than no workout at all. If I'm having a diet day, I might not have the perfect diet day. I might be a little off on my macros, but I'm not going to blame myself for that because at least I'm being consistent. At least I'm on the right path, and I've corrected like the whole perfectionism idea for a lot of these things. And clearly this journaling channel, whatever's going on here, this video journal stuff is imperfect. And I'm happy that like I'm gonna post these. I've watched them. I can even move the camera a little bit so you can see. I don't know if you can see my monitor properly, if it's in focus or whatever. But I've edited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've edited 6 video journals already. And I've watched them back and I see all of my mistakes and I see all of my speaking flaws and all of the bad stuff that I'm doing, the imperfect stuff that I'm doing. And I'm very comfortable with that because these videos are meant to be imperfect. So why the fuck am I struggling with perfectionism when it comes to my YouTube channels? Why have I rewritten the same exact script 4 times now? Because I've noticed flaws in it. I think this stems from the fact that I want my main channel and the channel, that I'm gonna put the most effort into, to be perfect. I want every video I release to stand the test of time and to be able to inspire and motivate action and betterment in others. Um, and that does seem like an unreasonable goal. And I have to contend with that matter, but I can logically do it. I can logically tell myself that, it doesn't have to be perfect. You can just make the same video topic again if you want to later down the line or whatever. But somehow this, which is weird for me because usually my logic is connected to my rationality is connected to my heart, my emotions. But there's a disconnect here. I might feel it logically and I might not feel it emotionally. Um, and I'm not sure why that is. Uh, you probably don't know this, or maybe you do. But I've never talked about this in a video journal. But I used to have a TikTok account that got up to 220,000 followers, maybe 210,000 followers. I don't remember what it was. Um, it was good. Uh, it got big. Um, and all this happened within a year when I was like 15. Uh, and when I look back at those TikToks, of course, as anyone hopefully does, I cringe a little at them because it was pretty cringe. Come on, let's be real. I would post like thirst traps and stuff like that, and yeah, when I look back, I definitely cringe. But again, here comes the rational side of my brain. It's good that I cringe at these things, right? If I'm cringing at the stuff that I used to do, it means that I've grown necessarily, right? Because otherwise I wouldn't cringe. It means I have evolved past it. Um, and so now I can look back with cringe, or I can look down upon this. Even though that's not right, I don't feel like I should look down upon me at the time because I was doing what I thought was the most correct reason. And the reason I quit was because it did feel very unfulfilling. Um, not to dick ride or whatever, but like I did get a lot of attention. You can look back; the TikTok's still up. Neil Lorenzo, I think that's what it's called now. Um, and you can like look back at the comments and the old videos and stuff like that, and it's like there's a lot of women. My DMs filled with women and a lot of gay men actually. I don't know why I've always been successful in the gay community, but um, I was about to say it's a mustache, but I didn't have a mustache back then, so and I did get a lot of attention, but one day I kind of had to reconcile with the fact that these people or the attraction I was or the traction I was garnering, the traction I was gaining was due to my looks. And it was due and not even my looks fully because I guess like you've seen more of my looks in these videos. It's more raw than the TikToks, which is like a very specific angle for like a 10-second video or whatever, like highly curated, probably with filters, I don't remember. Um and it felt wrong. It felt wrong to me that these people were giving me attention based on what I looked like. Not even like, again, not even like what I actually looked like online looked like. Yeah, and that feels really, really wrong. Primarily because I do care about how I present myself to other people. Well, maybe not that much, but to an extent, I do care. Like, I do want to look attractive. I do want to look nice, of course. Um, but I don't want that to be the end all be all of someone's attraction to me. I invest a lot more in my personality. I care a lot more about who Lorenzo is than what does Lorenzo look like. Um, so people being attracted to me because that felt really yucky. It feels really icky, which is also why now I look at that like content creator sphere, and I do get a little icked out. And I do kind of feel bad. Uh, it's a shame. The lack of meaningful connections, and it's all super superficial, but whatever. That's for another video. Um, which is why I started streaming, because streaming was all about personality, right? If I'm gonna be live for 6 hours, and if you're watching me, I must be doing something right. I must be doing something that's appealing to you. Um, and streaming never really took off. Took off. I did get affiliated, or yeah, with Twitch. I got an affiliate contract. I got one paycheck for $100, and right after that, I quit because I think you have to get at least $100 a month to get your paycheck or something like that. And I got it. I made $100 in a month. Um, and I quit right after because for some fucking reason I don't remember. Um, and that was nice, but it didn't work, right? So like, how come when I present myself as only looks, I garner a lot of attention, but when I present my personality over my looks, I didn't get that much attention. Now, of course, it probably wasn't that. It was probably luck. It was probably like I already had like 4K because of musically on TikTok, whatever, complicated stuff. The algorithm on TikTok is also a lot easier to grow. And when I did have people interact with me on stream, or when I did like go on panels and stuff like with politics, like I always got a very positive reception. So I'm not taking this as an insult to my personality or whatever, but I'm just saying that like, what if I fail again? Um, I think that's where this stems from. Uh, I don't want to fail again. I don't want to sink so much time, so much energy into something that's not gonna reward me for that time and energy. Which is why this is easy because I'm not sinking that much time and energy into this. And I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting this to go up on a second channel. I'm not even expecting to get over like 10 views a video. Um, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Like that is my expectation. But for my main channel, if I'm putting all of my effort into this, and if I'm really trying to succeed at this, and if I don't, then I have failed. Um, I guess I'm scared of that. The reason why I don't think this applies to gym, because I did try and I do feel like I succeeded with the progress I made in a year. I think was exceptional. Um, but I knew that. I guess when it came to gym, I knew that if I showed up every single day and if I did track my diet and if I did do all of these things correctly, then the results were going to come inevitably, right? Or I knew that for a fact. Whereas for YouTube, it's not a certainty, right? You can always look at these success stories, but you never see the millions, millions, yeah, millions of failed YouTube channels. I mean, I've had like 13 for my whole life, and none of those ever took off. Um, so why do I expect this one to? I guess devil's argument or the counter argument to that would be that I didn't try. I wasn't consistent enough, which is fair. And I do think that's actually the answer to the whole perfectionism thing. Um, but is that true? If I'm consistent, if I do try, will I actually succeed? I don't know, man. This is fucked up, man. But listen, I've never been a man who shies away from a challenge. So I think I have to just put my head down and try at this because I do want to. It's not. I do care about the views, of course. And if I manage to make money off of YouTube, that would be amazing, right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say I'm doing this all for altruism because again, altruism isn't real, as we've established. Um, I would like attention. I think that is pretty clear. With who I am, I do like attention. Attention makes me feel good. And if I got no attention for the rest of my life, I think I would be worse off. I think that's absolutely true. Um, but the truth is, that's not the primary reason I'm doing this, right? If I wanted to do it just for attention, I'd go back to TikTok, right? It's not about the attention. It's about the fact that I want to help people. I want to. I want to make the world a. Oh my god! I sound like those women in like the Miss Universe pageants. I want to make the world a better place. But it's true. I genuinely do. Like I genuinely hate seeing people waste their potentials. I have a visceral reaction to it. When I'm in the gym and I see these people work out incorrectly, as I mentioned in the previous video journal, like not pushing to failure, not doing proper form, like dieting very improperly, being very inconsistent with gym, I get a visceral negative reaction to it because why are you wasting your potential? Like, you can do this. I know you can fucking do this. So why the fuck are you not doing it? It pisses me, dude. It pisses me off seeing people's wasted potential. Like it genuinely, like, it's a visceral. I have a visceral reaction to it. Um, and maybe that's projection. Maybe I do that because if I look in the mirror and I see that I'm wasting my potential, I do react negatively to it, and I do see that as a major moral failure. Um, which is why this lack of productivity when it comes to YouTube is stressing me out, because I am wasting my potential. And I can cope saying that if I am inconsistent, and then if I am consistent and stuff like that, and I won't get any results, or what the fuck am I saying? I can cope by saying, will I actually succeed or whatever? Do I actually have a potential in this area? But I think that is just cope, because if my potential is lower, then I don't have to try that hard to reach it, and it's easier. It's easier to just admit to yourself that you have a low potential. It's easier to admit yourself that you're just a mediocre person. That's the easy answer. Um, and I think truthfully, I'm disappointed in myself for seeing it that way. I The truth is, I am an exceptional individual. I think whatever way you paint it, I'm only 20 years old and I've achieved so much. Maybe not on paper. So a lot of people say like my grades weren't that good at school, but I think the things I've done um, have been exceptional. I don't think there's a lot of 20-year-olds that have built their way, built themselves in the same way I have. Um, Whether physically at the gym, like, I'm not saying I'm like I'm the fucking most jacked Mr. Olympia in the world or whatever, but I'm definitely above average. Maybe not right now. Okay, let's not talk about that. I don't see anyone else with the same abilities in politics, economics, philosophy that are my age, or at least I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm at least top 50%. I am exceptional. I definitely am, without a doubt. Like, who the fuck has introspected this much? Who the fuck is able to have conversations that I am, or that I can? Okay, maybe I'm not exceptional in the way I speak. Okay, maybe maybe I'm below average in my eloquency, or the way I can string together sentences, because it does seem a little incoherent. Um, but I think I am exceptional in most areas of my life. Uh, so I do think it's a little disgusting that I'm questioning my potential. Not just disgusting, like it's sad, because that means I am limiting myself. So am I gonna keep taking the fucking easy road? Am I gonna keep doubting my potential? Am I gonna keep thinking I could just be mediocre? Am I gonna keep thinking I'm below average in this area? Or am I gonna sit down? Am I gonna fucking realize that I do have the high potential? That I could be doing far better than I am now? And that the only reason I am not doing better is because I am wallowing in mediocrity. I didn't expect this video journal to be deep. I just expected it to be like a nice superficial, not because like I can't be deep, but because like I don't know. Yeah, whatever. I didn't expect this. Um, what day is it? Today is the Today's the 16th. Today's a Friday. I think by next Friday, I'm gonna set a goal for myself. It's gonna be a nice short-term goal that I can easily accomplish. By next Friday, I want to have 4 videos filmed from my main channel. In whatever state they're in that state. I can't control it. I'm not gonna. I need to stop. I need to stop trying to be perfect, because I can make the quality of my product as high as it could possibly be, but it's better to have a mediocre product than no product at all. And whatever product I will probably produce won't be mediocre. It'll probably be above average, especially if I try. Um, but I don't know. I can do this. And I think the only way I can fix this perfectionism trap is by grabbing it by the fucking balls and twisting it, okay? Is by facing it head on. Um, because the longer I delay this for, the worse it's gonna get. I can do this. And so can you, by the way. If you see yourself as mediocre, you won't actually be, okay? But remember, the real world will quickly catch up to the world that you manifest in your mind. Um, I know manifestation is usually cringe and it's done by like crystal girls or whatever. And it sometimes is cringe the way they do it. But if you really see yourself as exceptional, then I think you will become exceptional as long as you have like the proper means to do so. It can't be like I am good. I am amazing. I am exceptional. It can't be that kind of manifestation. It has to be like, if I keep trying, I will get better. Shit like that. Like real useful manifestation. I don't know, but I actually have some notes on another video journal I want to do based on that. But so I'm gonna stop talking about that because again, we're yapping, we're going in circles, we're ruminating. Um, but I can do that. I can accomplish this goal of 4 videos by next by next Friday, and I want them posted by the Friday after that. So in 2 weeks, by the next Friday, I want 4 videos posted. No, not posted. At least scheduled because I want to have some time between videos. On my YouTube channel. So okay, let's make this a little more concrete. 4 videos recorded by next Friday. So scripts done and videos recorded. Actually, fuck that. 4 videos recorded. Okay, 3 videos recorded by this Sunday. So by Sunday midnight, I want to have 3 videos recorded and done. It's too long of a goal. I need to be quicker. And by Friday next week, I want these videos edited and scheduled. So 3 videos edited and scheduled by next Friday, and 3 videos written because I've already written the script. So I just need to tweak some stuff, and then I can record them. And 3 videos edited and recorded by this Sunday midnight. And that's 100% doable. I can do this, man. I'm limiting myself. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen that meme of the guy like on the floor with like the boot on his head, and then the camera pans back and it's like the guy's arm is on like in the boot. He's holding himself down. I think I'm holding myself back. I hate that. I hate that because it's my responsibility. I'm letting myself down for things that are in my control. My one goal is a maximization of my experience, and the only reason that experience is not being maximized currently, or it's not being as maximized as it could be, is because I'm stopping myself. It is fully within my control. And I have to change that. Anyways, I hope this video journal provided some insight to you. I think it has provided some insight to me. And yeah. Guess I'm gonna go write some scripts now. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, great tea time, great sunset, great early morning. And I love you so much, and I hope you know that. I hope you know you are loved. If by no one else, me. And yeah. I'll see you in the next one. Remember, you can be better than who you are right now. You can try harder. And if you are trying very hard. I support that and I congratulate you for that because, life is tough. And I think you're lying to yourself if you don't admit that. But I think an even bigger lie is that it's too tough for you to handle. Because if you survived all this way up to now, you can fucking do it, bro. Yeah. Okay. Love you so much. I'll see you in the next one.